let's start. I'm by name Sharif, and here with me.
Savior, Chef Savior. Yeah.
Okay. Savior is the chef, and I would like him to tell us today, what do you know about food?
Okay, it's easy. I mean, food is what you eat to stay healthy, to stay alive. So I think it's that simple to say what is food. Food is what you eat, and you want to stay healthy, you want to stay alive, so you have to eat food.
So you mean if you don't eat food, you'll not be alive, right?
Basically, it's food that keeps us alive. All right, if you get to starve, you give yourself marked 1 week, you might be gone. Depending on how your system is strong, but you just need food to stay healthy. Most importantly, you need food to stay healthy. All right, and then live.
That's nice. What about the neatness of the food? What can you say about the neatness of the food?
Helpfully, food should be really be taking, like whatever you're going to put into your system should actually be neat.
Okay.
All right, because our system, it's very, you don't even know your system. All right, so you have to be very careful with what you eat. All right, so maintaining food hygiene, it's very important, and it's very prior.
Okay, like I even heard about a scenario one particular time that someone just went to a restaurant and be going to the particular restaurant all the time, like to get the food. What do you think is the reason for a particular place to choose a restaurant all the time? Like me, I'm thinking of something. You just go to a restaurant, you buy meat for a particular day, and now you go to that same restaurant all the time to get that meat, to get that food that's time. What do you think might be the reason?
It could be,
and it's a local restaurant, not really a very nice restaurant. What's the reason?
A local restaurant,
and you see people going to that same restaurant all the time for that particular same food, and the other restaurants.
I wouldn't know. There's a lot of things that would make you to go to a particular place. Maybe you like the way you're being served. Maybe you like the taste of what you're getting. Maybe it is closer to you. There are a lot of things that could make you to go to a particular place consistently. Maybe you like the people services, you like the taste of the food or the meat, or it is just of no stress for you. So it's a lot.
Okay, like my friends are saying, the restaurant is dirty. The way they are preparing the food is not really good. And at the same time, people are rushing there that they like the taste of the food. So, but also, like somebody was talking about the meat, that even the way the woman is preparing the meat, and people are still vibing, like they want to still eat that same meat that is not being prepared properly. And that even comes like to me, the way I won't believe it is. Yes, I've heard about stories that some people like get meat from the markets, like raw meat with the blood like that directly.
Yeah.
And they will just put it directly inside the pot, cooking the food directly like that.
Yeah, people cooks like with the blood inside. It is total ignorance for you to. You have seen the way the food is being prepared. You have seen that the place is not hygienic, and you are still going there to buy the food. Why are you still going there to buy the food? So that is a personal thing.
To me, the reason is that if you go to a particular restaurant, for example, and you get food from a neat restaurant, the taste from a neat restaurant will be like the same thing with other neat restaurants. So the taste you'll be getting from a restaurant that's in which the person just prepared just using the blood, you will think that it's having a different taste entirely, and whereas it's just basically based on the way the food is being prepared.
Which do you think will taste better? Is it the meat that has blood in it, or the one that is properly washed?
The one that is properly washed is supposed to taste better. But why do people still rush a restaurant that's not neat?
And reason because they are used to the taste they are having.
Oh?
And maybe that's what they brought up with, or they grew up with, I would say, because you're not supposed to be eating meat just directly from the market or from the store you're getting it from. You get to wash it and then take the blood out before you start making it. So if you want to eat a proper food, you should prepare it properly.
So right. To guys out there, so what food you eat, what the restaurant, I think that's just the basically thing there, right?
It's very important to know what you're eating. Very important.
Really?
Head risk. It is very important.
Okay. What can you say about the packaging then, packing of the food?
Yeah, same thing goes to packaging too. I will start from saying that especially foil paper, it is very bad. There's some food that you do not have to use foil paper because medical will say that it is cancerous or something, because you're using foil to wrap a certain food inside the oven, melting and all. So I think people should be a bit concerned, not just a bit concerned, should be concerned about how package your food, not just for yourself, maybe for your customers also, because you're selling out to them, they're buying from you, and you're causing harm to them. So food packaging is very, very important as well. There's some food you get to use plastic, some food you don't need to use plastic, some food you need to use rubber, some food you don't need to use rubber plates. Do you understand? So,
like I'm a science student, and from my own, if I can still remember what I'm being taught, that sometimes using plastics have some influence on the food you eat. How can we avoid this? What can we really say about this using plastic? Or should I stop using plastic rubber water bottles?
how are you going to do? What if you can't afford the one you're supposed to be using?
No, I can just go to the river. Maybe that one is much neater.
No. I don't think that. See, the thing is, you just be careful. Because because sometimes it'd be like, do not eat this, but you can't stay away from it because that's what you can afford. Do you understand? And then you can't just imagine maybe you're traveling and then you have to eat on the way. You cannot be carrying your plastic plate or your stainless plate because you know that you're going to get food on the way. So that's what it is. So it could just happen, but you just be careful.
But how can we really avoid that? Since it's like a possibility there that using plastics have influence on the food.
If like disadvantages.
How can we really avoid such? What can we really do to cope?
Maybe let's say some food, if it is very hot and then you're looking at it that the rubber or the plastic is not that strong, and then you're like, if you have to put it immediately, it could just melt something. So it's better maybe you just allow it to cool a little bit before package it. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is your field. What can you say about the time for preparing the food? What can you say about the time about food?
Okay, not because I cook, but I think most food it is very, very important to cook them based on timing. It's like you want to make vegetable soup, just for example, and then you're cooking it for like 30 minutes. Why is it still on fire? What are you getting from it? So vegetable normally is supposed to be that you just add it, you stir it, max 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes off. So you're having it fresh. So you're eating what you're making, not just eating sake. You eat it to give you nutrients, right? So if you cook vegetable for like 15 minutes, everything is gone. All right, so timing too is important. Just like egg 15 minutes, fry 2 minutes. So yeah.
So I have this particular idea or the concept that the more you leave it in fire, I think the more the food will be done or something like that. They're telling me that leaving the food for a while or just not giving it enough time.
Not all.
Like for vegetables.
Not all.
What's all?
Not all. If you're cooking meat like beef, you know that beef has to be properly cooked. Right? So 25 minutes, not bad. 30 minutes, not bad. But I'm talking about vegetables.
Okay.
So vegetables is really, really time conscious if you want to actually have what you're making. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, no, I'll take it like that. But hope can I still make my own vegetables 30 minutes because I'm afraid.
30 minutes. That's like overnight.
Because I'm afraid of rough meat actually.
Yeah, most it is how you train yourself with. But someone like me, I don't really, just like I said, it has to be fresh, not like it to be fresh because I don't like tasting raw thing like that. So you could just not like too much, but yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's about time. What about medication? Like, what can you say? Since medication is still related to a little bit about food, what can you say about medication?
Like food that works as medicine?
Not really food that works as medicine. That's how medications that are like taking medications. What influence does medication have to the body when it's like too much or something? I think that's the idea I have there about medication.
I don't really know much about medication and all. I know food, maybe not too much, but about medications, you take medication when you need, not to abuse it or to overuse it. You take medication when you're not feeling well and it is recommended, right? So you don't just stay and then just recommend drugs for yourself, medications for yourself. And then again, there are some things that you're supposed to just use spices,
debatable.
Yeah, to let it go. maybe you say, okay, ginger is very good, garlic is very good. So there's some stuff that you could work with ginger than going to buy
medications.
You understand? So yeah.
And I heard about as so much medications are like, how will I put it now? Can really affect the health when the medication is really serious, that they're taking paracetamol for long or some medication. Later on, the medication will no longer start working. Like so much medications can have some influence in the body system.
Yeah.
So like taking medication all the time, that maybe little illness, you're taking medication, paracetamol, Panadol, all these things is not really good for the health. Even most of the time, these medications have side effects. So taking medications all the time, that's okay. Paracetamol, Panadol, any little illness, you're taking medication.
Panadol,
all these things have.
For me, I'm not even a drug person. If I have headache this week, just for example, and I have Panadol, if I still have that headache next week, I don't think I need to take that. But maybe you just have to hold on a little. Maybe it could be stress or something. You just sleep properly, you'll be fine. So it's not everything that you just have to. You taking drugs already. So yeah, and if it still continues, then that means there's something else that is actually
very happily
then not just the headache. So you don't just take drugs ignorantly. But
so that is for minor illness. It's even preferable to just avoid drug. That's the concept. But what do say for minor illness? So, what's to me? I think it's even best that way. Like actually, to me, you don't even see the human body system. When you sleep, the human body system has its own way of what repairing itself. So because of little illness or Panadol, like okay, you're having headache, you're having body temperature, you're not taking paracetamol all the time. All these things have influence on what on the body system.
Right.
So always give a chance to the body system to what heal itself.
To heal itself.
I think that's the best of it all. Now, what about let's now? I think we are done with medication. Now let's now make conclusion. What can you influence about food? What can you really conclude about food entirely?
Food is food, or you need food to survive. You just need to eat food to stay active. Imagine say I never chops his money. My facial expression said, you know that even if this guy never chop, only. So you just need food, and if you're eating, you should eat proper. All right, you should be conscious of what's going inside your system, and so I think that's just about it.
You're always saying that we need food to survive. But are you trying to say that we can't survive on liquids, or we can't survive on let's say on yogurts and the rest? I don't know.
Okay, you think okay, no problem. Now let's put it to test. You be drinking yogurt for a whole week. Let me be eating food. So let's see what happens. You can't know if you must survive. You must eat food. If you want to stay healthy, you must eat good, and you need to eat good as well. Not just eating food, but eat good at the same time.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, thank you for having me here today. Mr. Savior.
So much.
Since the whole thing is about food and chef, and you're a chef, so you have to cook for me. So we're going to cook for me then.
No problem. We'll see to that.
But you you have to tell the camera when you
see to that. Because
I can't have chef in my own compound.
In as much as okay, no problem. I'll give you a taste of my food.
When you have to tell the camera,
No problem.
When I see is a chef, so you have to give me.
He's going to have a taste of my food. No,
because everybody see it.
Don't know when. I don't. You will have it definitely.
When precisely?
Definitely you will have. I can't say when. But
thank God, Christmas is by the corner, so definitely he's going to give me Merry Christmas period.
Thank you very much. No problem.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yeah,
pleasure. Thanks.